Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vallen, and this is Magical Mischief Tour. Once again, I'm back in the Undergarden. Why? Just to show you a little something that I found out that was really beneficial. I thought you might appreciate it. I mean, the fact that I can fly really makes this a lot easier, as things do tend to get very easy in, Minecraft once you can start flying. But if you need resources, there are these nodes up at the top, and you just press up against them. Do a little bit of mining. You could even use your break spell to break these and get a whole bunch of iron if you so desire, which I actually keep running out of iron. There's also gold and, even better yet, diamonds. But I can't use my break spell on that yet. Either way, I still have been using it, and I've got well over a stack of diamonds at this point, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to head back and we'll continue on. So I've been using the Soul Enchanter quite a bit. Things stack, even if it doesn't say that it's on there. It says here Sharpness 2, Looting 1. But I'm able to enchant this stuff with a lot of things. This Ethereum Battle Axe I upgraded from Platinum to Ethereum. Though I don't really have a lot of it, it's actually really good. And I also used a really special ability. But I've been using this. I maxed out all the enchants on there that I could possibly get. And I've been farming some of my zombie farm down below, zombie and skeleton farm as well, getting a bunch of soul shards and things of that nature, as well as using my just sweeping attack greatsword. But look at this battle axe. It does quite a bit and swings faster than a regular sword. Reason being, I found some of these. Now this one, in this case, is a guild or gilded intricate honing compatibility that I've got here, but there was another one. Okay, in all the searching I did in the Nether, I found one of these, a schematic that says Tools of War Chapter 4 Blunt Ends. And when you look in here, it's got like this warforging thing. Talks about all sorts of stuff that is really cool. And this is actually what we got, tool butts. It's just this one page. Yes, that's right. Of all the things, I'm doing a farting playthrough and I got a butts upgrade. So, but anyway, passive light. So it provides a significant speed increase but reduces the tier of the tool. Ability none. Modifier light reduces ability charge time, cooldown, and so on. But there's other options on here depending upon what you ended up choosing. So it's pretty darn cool. But in this case, just because of what it's named, blunt ends, when I put it down on here and I put in a weapon, and I think I've already got this on here, so it's not going to show up. But if you choose the axe, it will actually show up here and says Warforged, and you can choose to upgrade that. Now, I also took my axes here because I went into the Nether and I updated them from iron to blackstone. So that's an improvement as well. And other things that I updated was this, the Crock Pot. If you look, I have now got a Crock Pot Plus. Or, wait, it just updated to Premium. I don't know. Either way, I got a better Crock Pot. Yeah, the Crock Pot Pro, whatever it's called. I think it changes names every few seconds or something. I don't know what the deal is with that. But using the blaze rods and some nether bricks that I got in the nether, I was able to make this and upgrade and use it to make some better food. Or at least similar. I made monster tartar because I have so much rotten flesh from my farm, that my zombie and skeleton farm down below, that I decided to use that. Plus I've got mushrooms being made from those mushrooms, and I've got eggs being made from the chickens. So I've got so much of that I was like, this is perfect. And the best part is that when you eat one of these, you get 2 minutes of strength 2. So if you're curious, I get lots of beef. This is why I started eating cooked beef for a while there, and now I'm going to eat monster tartar. It's slightly less saturating, but it does have that big strength 2 bonus on there. And then of course the chicken farm, which I've been using. But this here, this is my latest one. I've got wool. Let's just grab a stack of wool. I made another one with just white sheep, right? Because I got a whole bunch of iron off the ceiling of the Undergarden because I was running low on iron. But I figure I can take this and offer wool up to Athena, thus increasing my standing with her. I think I get like +4 per piece of wool. It'd be nice if I could just do like a whole stack at a time, but hey, you know what? The gods are fickle. So by doing that, I have increased my favor with her +4 each time I do that, which I'm almost at the next level. It'll take a lot of wool, but I figure, you know what? I might as well just take advantage of it while I can. because I keep getting bonuses on Hades, and I really would prefer to get Athena up there instead so that I can get the XP bonuses. So, by enchanting my weapons and my armor, most of my armor has broken just because it was copper armor, and I'm looking to get some new stuff, and then enchant that, potentially with that altar, specifically when it's not Tetra stuff, but I was able to get some enchants on here. I mean, I do like this lion hide, which actually I might take that off and see if I can update that even more. I should be able to just take a bunch of these, put that in there, put these in there, and mana boost, respiration, aqua affinity. Sure, let's do that. Unusing is great, so it won't break if it gets too low. Protection 3, protection 4. This is great. Okay. And I don't need chicken jump on there, but I might as well get the respiration so that I can breathe better underwater. Tinted. It's already tinted. Let's do respiration 2, unbreaking. See, this is just so addicting to just toss things on here as you want. Mana regen, chicken jump. I think I'm good. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I didn't have that many levels. And I now have this really awesome like piece of armor. Combining that with that trinket that I got, the lost trinket. What was it? Not this one. This is a pretty good one. It gives me extra reach distance, but there it is, that head relic for extra armor and strength. It was really nice. I'm pretty much just, I take those off and I've got iron armor. I put these on and I've almost got max armor, so it's just really good in general. But what we're going to work towards is getting myself a bit more stuff. I don't know, because it's like got the set bonus going on, but I think that this stuff repairs from my mana. At least that's what I believe it to be. So I figure I'll make some leggings and some robes, and we'll see where it goes from there. And those require, what was it, 5 infused silk? Oh, make that 6 infused silk. And the trousers require 3 plus another 4th one. So that's going to be 10 infused silk that I'm going to need. All right, I'm going to start on that, and then we'll work on making some runes, which can be really beneficial in a lot of different ways. They're used in a lot of different applications, some of which are to make things a little bit more permanent, like your rituals and stuff, so you don't have to keep putting the chalk down as well. But one thing at a time. There we go. I now have some infused silk. And I'm using my new Chimerite Mana-weaver's wand, which is just some of those Chimerite gems I've been getting from mining, well, coal, since I'm a high enough mana level. And it apparently is permanent. There we go. That's 10 pieces right there, just by me right-clicking. Oh, it's so much simpler once you've cast it once. Okay, that's really good. Now I'm going to need a couple of these to make some infused thread with some Vintium dust. And there we go, some infused thread, which I think I'm going to try and make 4 of those. One more, there we go, because I actually want to make the whole set of the mage armor. I might take these off momentarily and then put them back on. I don't know. I mean, this one gives me a luck bonus, but it's about done as well, so we shall see. First thing to make, though, is the robes, which will require a rune of defense. And I think actually all of them will require runes of defense. Yep. Which then we need to make one of these, a rune anvil, I believe. Yep, a runic anvil, as well as some superheated Vintium and a rune pattern of defense, which it's kind of a thing of its own. So let's try making one of these to start with, a runic anvil. So here's something that I was finding a little bit of a trouble, and that is if you go into the runic anvil, we don't have it set up so that you can actually use any barrel in here, but if you go in here and it says oak barrel, you're not going to want that. You want the one that just says barrel. That's the vanilla variant, and that's the one that works with the recipe. And there we go, one runic anvil. I can place that down and done. And I can use it when I'm ready to, but I'm not yet. I'm going to need this. I made a runesmith's hammer, which is just some Vintium and some sticks, as well as a runesmith's chisel, which is the same. but it needs an input, and also it's probably best if we have some kind of recipe. So I made these a while ago, rune patterns, which you can make unfired runes, then put them in here and they'll smelt up. But unfired runes are just any color of the glyphs surrounded by clay. And I made a bunch of them so that I would be ready for this moment. And I can put it in here, and then I can chisel it. And you can see that they're actually like little dots and stuff in a grid. And you're going to be chiseling a pattern. And this is also how you can make different things like rings or amulets or such that you can wear. Now in this case, we want a rune of defense. All right, so looking up defense in the book, we've got rune pattern, defense. That's what I'm looking for. So if I open this up, then I can try to duplicate that as best I can. And the outline here should match the outline all along this outer edge here. So if I start in this corner, I would say at this point it looks more like a Mischief mouse than anything else. But there we go. I have now made the rune pattern of defense. I think if I take this and some superheated ingots, we should be good. But in the meantime, let me just kind of get rid of this off the screen. There we go. I just put about a dozen of the Vintium ingots in the rune forges here, and hopes, well, 6 in each one, just so it'd take a little bit less time, just so that they'll get superheated. But in the meantime, we put that there, and then we can take out a runesmith's hammer in preparation. And when we get the ingot, we just put it on top and bash it with the hammer. And there we go. We now have superheated Vintium ingots, a dozen of them, which I don't think I'm going to need quite that many. But let's see here. Put one on there. Oh, this is a good sign. All right, so now. And there we have it. One of those. Perfect. And this has taken a bit of damage, but it's still usable for a few more times. So let's take that. First, let me take the hammer off. Then I'll put it back on. Then I could just smash it again with some more of the superheated Vintium and make enough for the rest of this set. And I think I'm going to need 4 of these, so I'll be right back. And there we go. That actually smashed the last of it, but I do have enough of runes of defense, and I can always make more rune patterns. In fact, I might even just put one right in there and put the rest in one of these. All right, I need to do a square and a diamond shape, and then that should be good. And I found it a lot easier if I make the shapes really small. And that's pretty much it. A square, yep, and then a diamond. And there we go. It accepts things so much easier if you make the shapes a lot smaller. And I've got my first armor piece here, which, there we go. And it doesn't give me max mana or anything like that because it's not a set bonus, but at the very least, I figure this could always be like a death run setup if I need to. Same thing with these. I might actually just switch out completely and do this. Let me make the rest of these and I'll be right back. Oh, look at that. I still haven't even made the boots yet, and I've gained enough experience to advance in the next tier. Interesting. All right, well, on to making the last piece, the boots. And there we have it. One complete set of armor. Of course, I stylized myself because these these lion hides just look amazing, especially when coupled with a whoopee cushion. But I now have, of course, the mana regen from this. But if I were to grab this, I've got 450. So, yep, it gives me extra 50 max mana and 25% mana regen. So, let's switch this to projectile. Wow, okay, that's actually quite impressive. Before it was like 6 shots and I was down here. Instead I was like closer to 10 or something. So it's definitely sped things up a lot. Next is going to be enchanting this stuff. So I might get a few levels. I might also get rid of some of these other things. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could put this on and it would just override the look that I have. But I kind of like the wizardy look. The sneakers is kind of funny. I do think that I don't know, the stripe kind of matches. If I go with this, it looks like kind of like I've got like this stripe that goes down with the Sonic shoes, so I kind of like that. So I might keep that one on there just because it looks pretty cool. I love having cosmetic armor in here. You can make yourself look a little bit more interesting than your usual mismatched self. There we go. And now that I've leveled up, I think I'm tier 3. Let's have a look here. No, it's all still here. 11 of the 14 tasks. So my tier did not improve. I've gained enough XP to level up, but I guess I haven't. Wait, advance by choosing and completing one of the following rituals. Oh. Wait, I guess I did complete 11. Yeah, I did do 11 of these items in here. Okay. Advance by choosing and completing one of the following rituals. Ritual of the Wizard's Council, the Burning Hells, the Fairy Courts, or the Cold Dark. This is where I join up with either the one of the factions, and then the other 3 become hostile to me and start attacking me anytime they see me, or if they decide to just spawn in on me. So it really takes you from a rather peaceful setting to, are you ready to be attacked at a regular rate by other areas? And I'll be back once I've got a few more levels so I can put some enchants on this new armor set. Alright, 15 levels should be enough for a starter at the very least. Let's put this in here and see what we can find. Unusing, I don't really need to worry about unusing because these already have a type of unusing worked in there. And if you don't know this, I looked it up, and apparently it will stop an item from breaking. It'll stay at like 1 durability and just be broken and not usable. So I'm going to go with protection, which then is kind of crappy. Let's see if I can find something else. Unbreaking, that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can do this one. Okay, so that should pretty much get me started at the very least. I went down there and harvested another like 20 levels after I spent my 15. So I've got, yeah, a pretty decent amount, at least some protection 2 or 3 on just about everything, as well as a few other items. I just had to keep on sorting through, trying to avoid the Ars Magica stuff. As soon as I upgraded one item, the enchants would change for the other stuff. So that's not the end of me trying to upgrade myself. This is, I have to say, kind of like maybe a mid-game type thing. There's plenty more that I can go, including just constantly leveling this gear up further and further with this new bonus. But I'm going to be getting a few other items. Now, if I look here, I think I've got... Yeah, I've got at least one other ring slot here, and I want a break ring and a silk touch ring, whereas a minor fortune is nice. There it is, the Ring of Silk. This is the one I've been wanting to get for some time, and one of the reasons why I got into Mana and Artifice to begin with, so that I could get some silk touch, but it's just been kind of a wild ride. To make this, a bunch of mundane ingredients plus a mundane ring, which then I need to make a new pattern, the mundane ring pattern. Plus some of those superheated Vintium ingots that I have, but because they're magical, they stay superheated forever, so yeah. And there's the pattern there. It shouldn't be too hard. I still might end up bringing it up in the book, just to make my life a little bit easier. And there we go, one pattern for a mundane ring. And let me just grab some of these ingots. We're going to put that down, put one on top of that. Then I'm going to grab my hammer again, which thankfully the chisel and the hammer go down at different rates. So the hammer lasts longer and about the same duration. There we go. One ring. Alright, at the very least I've made 2. And I'm going to put this in here for future use. Because I only want a regular... Maybe I just go straight for... Oh, I need to make the lesser first. But I can definitely do that. And I still don't need any more rings for that. Alright, let me get this recipe off the side. Put some tools away for now. And then I might gather the ingredients to start making these rings that I now have the potential to do. Yep, definitely drawing small images is the way to go. Don't make it too big. But there we go. I now have the break ring, or the lesser break ring. And I think just by equipping this, I can use it to break things like diamond blocks or even gold, and actually get the results as opposed to just kind of like clicking on the block and nothing happening. But I am going to straight upgrade that to the greater ring, and I just need to get a few diamonds, a Mote of Earth, and Vintium dust. Everything in here I have except for this. Now the Mote of Dust, you might have recognized this pattern because I have it all the way down at the bottom of my stairway. So let me go grab a bunch of these stones and I'll be right back. I made things a little bit easier for myself, as you might have noticed before, and I actually put the appropriate stones in the appropriate places, so it's much easier to figure out which one goes where. There we go. I think this is all the materials, and I'm low enough to bedrock this should work. There we go, yeah, and everything looks right. Click again. And as usual, we need to start making patterns. Well, in this case, I'm going to make the pattern really small because it's a lot easier to work with. And there we go. One Mote of Earth. Which, is it really actually just a piece of dirt? Did I just make a magical piece of dirt that's like this tiny piece of dirt? It's not even a dirt block. And there we go, one greater break ring. So now I can break things like obsidian while wearing this. Lovely. Actually, put that on here. And I did get another one that also does 1.7 damage reduction. I think I'm going to keep that one and just kind of trade out the break and silk ring as I need to. But let's put all the rest of this stuff in here, which I think it's all these things. Stick, a book, string, dirt, snowball, and a mundane ring. Cast over it, and a ring of silk, which it does have a mana charge with pedestal charging, or hold in your hand and hold right click to charge. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I don't have a pedestal made. I can see that I need some arcane stone to make that, as well as some chimerite stone and a chimerite gem. I might make one of these real quick. Let's see, that's just a bunch of stone in here makes that. Okay, there we go. One more set should make 16. Then I can take half of those with a chimerite gem to make some of the chimerite stone that I need. So let's see, do I have... Yeah, I've got a little bit here. Let's split those up. And I should be able to shift click. Yep, and I've made myself a pedestal, which I hope is going to be useful. Let's see, my building material stuff is starting to get a little bit full here. So let's put this here. Temporarily. I mean, because this is actually my summoning stuff, but if I click this on here... Oh, look at that! Neat! I might have to move this back a block just so I could have that, you know, at the top there. That just looks really cool. And then it's fully charged. Oh, that was good! That was really good. So I'll definitely move this back a block, but that's nice. So it has a mana reserve, whereas the other ones just upgrade my breaking ability. So now if I use this with a break effect on a piece of grass, I get the grass block. All right. This is good. And I can also break obsidian with just a click now. This is so nice. I did also find a Bat Traveler's Pack in Mineshaft, by the way, at some point. And I think I'm going to keep it in there because this is one that I'm not wearing. The reason I say that is for very good reason, in fact. And that is any backpack that I'm wearing, you know, the one that I hit B and all this stuff in here. Yeah, if I die in the void or something like that, there's a chance that my backpack will just disappear. So, yeah, I'm thinking... I just want to be able to carry something. And this allows me to do that. I might switch over everything that's in here into the other one, and then use the one that I wear on my back as like my loot bag, so that I don't lose things that are precious to me, like you know, any of my tools and stuff that I spend a lot of time working towards. Last but not least, I got a heart of diamond from just farming those little guys down in the underground, running around looking through mining stations and stuff, or shipwrecks and stuff like that. All sorts of just exploration. I now have a Pickarang, which is, if you're not familiar with this, it's a core convention. It is a diamond pick that works at range. So see that wood block there? There we go. And it does use some durability, but it also brought me the item. So it's a rather instant mining tool. You can upgrade this so much, and I think I might also do so with my new altar, which I need to also build a roof, so that might also be there next time. And there you have it. I think we're pretty much set for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm looking forward to doing even more with this. If you have an idea of what faction you would like me to play, excuse me, please feel free to put your comments down below. Now, I've already got something in mind, but I am curious to hear what you guys are interested in seeing, because there's the different factions, which, just as a reminder, it's the Wizards Council, the Burning Hells, which is basically the imps and evil guys that we saw in the Nether, the Fairy Courts, which is like those mushroom soldiers and stuff. The Wizards Council, by the way, is those knights that we see with the shields and such running around. The Cold Dark is the undead, which are those big hulking zombies and assassin skeletons that you've seen. So which one of these do you think would be interesting in this playthrough? The one thing I'm going to say is that Fairy Courts, the biggest strong point for that one is the best flight mechanic, and as I've got some pretty good flight mechanics already in mind, it's probably not the best. But otherwise, feel free to give some suggestions as to what you'd like to see. And maybe I'll take it into consideration. We'll see what we end up coming up with. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe. Don't be afraid to click that notification bell. And as always, come visit us on Twitch. Till next time, folks, I'll see ya.